I think one of the things that makes people happy in this life is money.
It's true.
How do you feel when you don't have money?
You feel so inadequate, like I'm failing.
Yeah.
Why am I working? Because you see, and I feel for the bankers, because somehow in people's minds, you sit with the money.
Yeah, you have money.
What do you mean you don't have money? Even as a parent, I feel so inadequate.
Yeah.
My journey with the Lord is somewhere in the Bible where Paul says, I'm content either way.
Yes.
I think about that. I don't know why that's the verse that comes every time I'm broke.
You know, I've only seen those moments of money gives you a voice. You've always had the words. But you can't just, the voice, money. No, you can't.
Friends, money is coming.
Hello and welcome back to Bump Love. For this particular show, if you hear shrieks in the background, that's a Bump Love baby. The Bump Love baby is excited for the show this week. But this show is really exciting because a few weeks ago, we did a show on financial management. And here's the thing, it was just the beginning. Tell your neighbor that show was just the beginning. We're going to break down financial management in the tiniest bits ever. By the time we're done, every Bump Love watcher, every Bump Love mother, you will just be a
Financial guru.
no, you'll be a walking bank account.
Come on.
Like walking bank in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes. And today on the show, I have my lovely co-hosts, Husky. You know, we're just talking and we're saying, I just realized that she's written a book.
Come on.
Yeah,
I
so she's
am
an author.
Right?
She's not a joking subject, yeah. Apart from being an author, a dancer, a coach, all of those wonderful things. Actually, Husky is a pastor. She's pastor Husky.
Right?
You keep like it's like every show you just keep releasing new titles.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. But today I do want to talk about you as a pastor. I felt like, you know, the other time that I introduced you, I needed to keep this one. Yeah. She's a pastor with Worship Harvest.
Yes.
And she super loves God. And has been working with God for a very long time. How long has it been?
Are you trying to say my age? Let's respect I need to be sure that this thing is not about my age. Because I gave my life to Christ in 1996.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's a lot.
I see both of you, by the way.
No, it's well. So
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
My other lovely co-host, Barbara Mugeni. Ichumar. Have you lost the Mugeni name or we are still using it? You know, there are those people who say, never call me, like, no, I'm
Yeah,
Ichumar.
stop it.
Like, stop it.
No, you can't lose it.
Or you're Barbara M. Ichumar.
Right.
Like, which one are we? What are
I
we
sort of
working?
feel you can never lose. I use Ichumar,
Yeah.
but I can't lose them again. There will be people that
Did you
will
mute it?
always use it. I just feel like you never really lose your maiden name.
Yeah.
You could drop it and use your husband's name. So I use Ichumar, but there will be people who keep referring to me as Mugeni.
Mugeni.
Some of my documentation still has it anyway. Yeah.
Okay. And then on the absolute far end, my lovely friend, Paula Mugisa. Paula is the newest author on the blog. She just wrote the book, Teach Them, Serve Them, and I can't wait to indulge in this book. I actually wrote the foreword.
I had a feeling.
She had to bring up the book.
Congratulations.
Yes, when you finally see something that you know you've written a forward for, you're just looking forward to it because you get the opportunity to read it before. And one of the things that Paula is really famous for is making money through course content creation. Those of you who have actually been a part of the NSSF High Innovator course, yes, she is the brain behind it. Yes. Another thing she's really famous for is the Tutandike course, which is, I mean, really her company has been about how do you get the matter inside your brain and create and teach other people. And so I'm so happy to finally have you here. I think my first experience with Paula was when she just gotten back into the country. And I'd never seen someone with as much energy as I had, who was so passionate. And then our passions we've just enjoyed each other for a very, very long time. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And as usual, I'm your Manuela Mulondo. Happy to be here. I am all many things, but one of them is a proud co-host of this show, and I absolutely, absolutely love having you guys. If you've not liked, if you've not commented, if you've not subscribed, I want to tell you this is a show where we talk about womanhood, parenting, and motherhood. So this is a place you want to be. Now, before we get into this finance discussion, because sometimes money cannot money, and yet we want to make it money, yeah? Let's take it a bit lightly. What's the funniest thing you've seen on social media this past week?
The funniest.
The funniest that you've seen this week? Anything? No?
Funniest.
You always have.
I know, and there's so many.
I'm just struggling.
Some people's statuses on that, and there's so many.
It's so funny that when you ask, I'm thinking,
Yes, they all just
I'm always
disappear.
laughing, but which one
About
is it?
what?
Which one? Some of them are funnier when you're watching them, not when you're telling them. So you're thinking,
Right. Yeah,
How
we
do
did
I-
translate.
yeah, if I tell you, it might not be as funny, but when I
She's
watched it,
checking
it
her
was
memes.
really
Yeah.
funny.
So she's the queen of memes.
She doesn't even have a TikTok account, does
No,
she?
she doesn't have, but she's
Right?
the
But
queen
she
of
has,
memes.
right?
She always has something. Yeah, that is. So I think for me, it was the rain during the time when, anyway, all of this. You know, Ugandans, we get shocked about the rainy season.
Yeah.
Every year. Like we don't know.
No, but I think it gets worse every year. Honestly, guys, I think it gets worse. The floods seem to get worse every year.
Really?
Because they
We're
are
always
building
there.
where we're not supposed
They're always
always
there,
there.
but they
Yeah.
get worse.
Certain
Are you
roads
sure?
like
Or
Lugogo
we
bypass,
forget?
no shock at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
forget.
Industrial area.
Industrial area, yes. So the bypass was a shock,
Yeah.
for sure. So maybe in a sense it gets worse, but there are always floods.
But
Always,
but
every rainy season.
That bypass thing, though. What happened?
Like,
It's not been flooding.
to tell you that's right.
I think some channel
The water
somewhere
changed
was
direction?
diverted or
Someone.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you know what it could be, and some people have been talking about it, the hygiene in the trenches. So if we don't clean out the trenches, the waste, because you know Ugandans are not very environmentally
I was
friendly.
about to ask who is we?
Yeah,
Because-
ants.
Yeah.
As Ugandans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I joined a walking club, and so they're trying to get us, as you walk,
pick up nice.
pick things and have a caveira. That's not the Ugandan way, but we're trying. So
Guys,
if
let
they
me-
stay clogged, I don't
Yeah.
want to
I need to Kudimiza you walking on bypass.
have
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not a thing.
I don't know. Maybe I just need to share. Friends, there are things on that road that you pick up, eh? And I'm talking not just Uvenda. Things people left in the night, chechenaring the whole night.
Oh,
Hey, I have seen with
on
my,
the bypass.
my own two.
On the bypass.
Yes. Then
Wow.
they've left things they've tied on the road. Then you think that they've tied many places.
First, hold on. I remember the funniest thing I've seen. So someone opened the door like that.
We're
I
back.
said, "Man, I've released you. Someone tied you." There was his name on the door, like, "Brian, me, I've released you."
Oh,
I
on
don't
the
know
door,
who tied you.
and you just opened. Hey, Brian, me, I've released
Me, I've
you.
released you. Who
I
tied you?
found your car door here.
Opened it up.
Oh my God. No, but seriously, on that bypass, Nadala, there are some areas. Can you see they've tied
That
with
is
banana
scary,
fiber?
though.
I'm
It
telling
is.
you, I don't know how to explain that. After I did that walk, because I decided to go from one end of the bypass to the other end. You'd even see blood. Like, it's just like, but someone could not have bled
Right?
this far.
Yeah.
Whose blood is it's not a dog, because it's drip. You people, that bypass. Anyway, you the walkers.
Yeah, I've remembered the
Your
funniest
funny one.
thing this week of someone wrote, a degree holder without a wife is a liar. Then the person responded and said, I give you mine and you marry.
Me, let me be a liar.
It was in Luganda, so it was even funnier. Nkuwe eyange owase, njikuwa owase, yeah.
Wow. Oh wow. I like Uganda. We always have a response.
People are very creative, by the way. I think we're happy people.
We're generally happy people. I think recently there was a poll that went out, and we came out as, I think, the 15th most friendliest country
in the world. Wow,
So
15 is good. We're happy people. There's a plus.
We really are happy people.
We'll
I want to know who was number one anyway.
You're so competitive, though.
Not competitive, but maybe it's a place that would like to visit.
I think Sweden is the happiest place to live.
Why?
That's what they say. I have no idea why. But I think they
It
say
has the
so
happiest
other
citizens.
schools, yeah, that it has the happiest people. So it might be.
Now I'm going to research.
Now you want to find out?
I'll let you know
what it is exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we are getting happy, I think one of the things that makes people happy in this life is money.
It's true.
Have you? How do you feel when you don't have money? Do you remember? What does that feeling look like when you don't have money?
You see, even as a parent, I feel so inadequate.
Yeah.
You know when you can't buy a toy for your child?
Yeah.
And you're looking at the toy and it's maybe 50,000.
Yeah.
But you're thinking, I cannot afford this toy.
Yeah.
And I cannot even explain to my child
why.
You feel so inadequate, like I'm failing.
Yeah.
I'm failing.
Yeah.
Why am I working? Because you see, and I feel for the bankers, because somehow in people's minds, you sit with the money.
Yeah, you have money.
Why do you not have money? So they're thinking,
And they're the
Manuela
most
says
indebted.
as long as you have manager to your title, it should better come with money because you said you're the relationship manager. You're the operations manager. So what do you mean you don't have money? So there's a certain level of inadequacy that comes with that thing.
Yeah, not have money.
Yeah. And let's not even get into the whole yaka beep. Who made that beep?
The yaka meter.
Look,
Let me tell you, that yaka meter,
I don't know whose idea that was.
the winner for me is always when someone knows how to silence it.
That's the old
Friends,
one.
let's just load.
That's the
Why are
old
you
one.
silencing it?
Let me tell you, Barbara,
Then
the
people
new
will know,
one.
no, I know how to. And
That's the old one. The
just
new one,
load.
there's no silencing. Maybe you're going to switch it off. So it's like someone is reversing.
Beep.
Yeah. I'm like, who is reversing?
But it's effective,
It's
right?
so bad.
We are all aware of what the BP is.
Yeah.
And even the reaction when you said it. So I
Until
guess
you
that
can't
was,
silence it.
But you know, when
That's
you
the
even
inadequacy.
talking to someone on the phone and they have that car,
yeah.
for some reason you
Manuela,
can't
is that
focus
your
on the
yaka?
conversation. You're like, is that yaka?
And then suddenly
And I was
like,
like, should I send you
what's
some
right?
money?
Should I send you some money? What's
Send
your
you-
yaka number?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
So I was going to ask also the difference between broke and poor. Broke is temporary.
Yeah.
Poor is semi-temporary. It's not
Yeah.
permanent,
Yeah.
but yes. So are you asking broke or
But
poor?
either one.
But you have an experience in
Either
both.
one. Either
No,
one.
but there's a sort of panicky feeling
Yeah.
that you get when you don't have money.
Yeah.
You in case something happens. And
Oh.
yes. So you're not very confident. You lose. Man, when you have no money, you lose confidence. You know, have you seen those moments of money gives you a voice? You've always had the words. But you can't just the voice
you
If you're broke, is it son-in-law? If you're broke son-in-law, when we're having a conversation, please make sure that dishes are washed. Just don't add your opinion to this thing. Because we're talking money.
No, but that thing is true. You know, have you seen that thing in the? It's actually in the Bible. The poor man who gave wisdom to the city, and they won a battle, and then no one could commend him. Why? He was poor.
You guys, it's
In
like
the Bible, to be
thing.
poor. Why?
Yeah.
Paula, we've heard that money is a voice.
Money gives you.
It gives you a voice.
It gives you a voice.
Yeah, so I relate to what Husky was saying. For a number of years, and I think most people, I would feel so crushed when I don't have money. But I think I have started to work on it quite a bit, especially in my journey with the Lord. Somewhere in the Bible where Paul says, I'm content either way.
Yes.
I think about that. I don't know why that's the verse that comes every time I'm broke.
That's your content.
I know, that's my... I don't know why. I'm not trying to. You know when you're looking for inspiration and faith, it just comes. I don't know.
So you can't remember the one where Paul said, if you don't work, you don't eat.
I can't remember that one. Yeah, I always remember that one of no matter what situation I am in, I am content. And so I try even these days, like money has come on my phone, we have been paid, and I'm just there. Yeah, even for my children, I try to make it so, well, it can have negative side effects, but I try to make it so that whether I have money or I don't have money, we eat the same, the produce are the same, everything is the same. I don't feel like we have moved from pasta to some odd combination like posho and ginats. Not even katoga. So I've been working on it where when I am broke and you're getting close to zero, closer to zero. Yeah, I am okay. Yeah, I'm not so up, I'm not so down. Because a down can really get you down. I mean, you start questioning your career, your worth, your inadequacy.
Your parents even, my friend, you even go back.
Your mom called to ask you for something small.
Then you get
even
annoyed.
do it. You get angry, the parking, you plan for it to be 2K, why is it 10K?
I'm
You didn't even
telling
know you
you.
were there that whole time. I mean, you really...
You're like, check again.
You got carried away.
What time did I pass?
No, what time was I
Was
here?
it
You know,
eight?
everyone
No.
in your home can see you're pissed. No one knows why you're pissed. You're broke. But no one knows why you're pissed. I mean, it can really get out of hand.
Yeah.
And to crawl yourself out of that. Yeah, so that's really what I try to avoid.
Yeah.
The high up of I have money and the too low. And just try and stay in between. I am power, I am content, everything is okay.
It's cool for us who have ever been through poverty. I mean, which when you have money, you can't skip
No.
There will be signs. No.
There will be signs.
Yeah, there will be signs. Actually, I'm a sign and a wonder. How. That we have, the Lord has to be praised.
No, you can't.
A living testimony. Some of those people who get agitated, anxious, I think it's because of the past.
It takes you back.
Yeah, it takes me back to that time when we had no money, and Brian has to keep telling Manuela, it's just for
It is broke, not poor.
Just go to
temporary.
You can't even tell, just go to the ATM. Like, even if it's that bad, like in terms of, it's not that I don't have money, it's that I didn't go to the ATM, so I don't have cash on me.
You're nervous.
Why don't I have money? Like why don't I have money? Like, let's say on my mobile money. Okay, I don't have cash, but why don't I have money on my mobile money? What you know the devil is a lie. Then I start binding. It's just like, no, go to the ATM
And get the money.
withdraw money. Like, don't be this person. So I'm those, and I get really agitated. Anything small that I could have passed by if I had money. Somebody crosses me, I'm just like, no, please, feel free, cross. Now you've crossed me, I'm like, now you, what if that one knocks? So I'm those people. But yeah. Today we're talking income generation. And that's really, honestly, the first stage of financial management. Before you go to saving, before you go to tithing, before you go to investing, the first thing that you have to do is make the money
to actually do
sure.
all those
to
things.
actually do all those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you saving? What are you tithing?
What are you
What are you
managing?
investing?
What
What are you managing? If you don't have the money.
Nice.
So, what was your first real moment about making money? And so then how did it later shape how you make money?
Wow. That's a tutandika butandisi.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. My first aha moment about money is that I had to decenter making money. I needed to get it and put it there.
Interesting.
On the side. Yeah, so you'd be surprised how much messaging there is. If you are poor, if you are a single parent home, that one time they came and they brought the bank slip and they said, you guys are all not going back to school until your parents pay. There's a lot of messaging about money being the thing that we should all attain long before you step in the workplace, long before you work for anyone. And it's so surprising how many broke people, and I mean children, women, mothers, money is still their captain. It's still the thing that you should attain. They say that someone who you can't talk to is a man with money because money is his captain, right? But money is a captain of so many people, including those who don't have it. Because all of the messaging has been get money, you don't have money, we would eat better, we would wear better, we would be like those people if we had money. And so my biggest aha moment was that I needed to decenter it and it would not control me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe I have no aha. I have She'll be like, after that moment, because you're thinking, I think she should have gone last, Manuela. Choose your people wisely.
I will.
So, growing up, my story may not be so different from yours, Manuela, because I'm thinking you learn to live without. You're like, so this is not there and it's okay. So when someone comes making so much noise, maybe about, oh my God, mommy didn't buy me pizza, I'm like,
Friend.
boy, please. Breathe.
Be quiet.
Right? It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. So the aha for me was you can actually create your basic. You can create your basic no matter the situation. And that's the thing you mentioned earlier. I was like, that's so me. You standardize. You set a standard somewhere that, no. With or without money, movie night has got to happen.
Wonderful.
With or without money, the children's birthdays shall be celebrated. With or without money. Like there are things that you do as a family that should happen. Yes. Meaning, it actually even helps you plan better. So for me, that was like, I can't sit the children down to say A, B, C, D, out. Because we're not even poor, we're broke.
Yes.
Like we're not, money is coming. But
Friends,
then suddenly,
colleagues.
colleagues, neighbors.
Money shall come.
I tell you, the queen of memes.
Colleagues.
You get? Yes, I never want to get to a point where my children have to tell their friends, yeah, we didn't do this because mommy has no money. I'm like, I can't have them say that. I'd rather they no, this is happening. And you know, children don't really care whether you have it or not. Yeah, because there's a certain standard that you set. So for me, it is that standard has got to stay.
So is it like, you know, when you guys are talking about this standard, are you saying that, okay, we're having sausages, but when I don't have money, I'll borrow to get the sausages?
No,
or
no,
are
no,
you
no,
saying,
no.
no, we just generally don't have sausages, so
What
that
a
whether
borrower.
or not we have money, we're still eating.
There's nothing of sausages.
No, it means
Like, what exactly does
we
this
eat sausages every 2 weeks. And we will remain eating sausages every 2 weeks. Also, normally when we cook sausages, everyone will have two sausages and maybe spaghetti, right? As opposed to, you know, when you have money and you're like, sausage, we're shopping. Then people are putting 5 sausages on their plate, which they can't finish 6 sausages, and you're like, I know you don't eat sausages, but you don't need to do it. Yeah, you know that.
For me,
We eat
helps
fish
me
once
plan.
a month. Movie night is movie night, We will eat rice and peas every week, but Fridays for pizzas, you get that pizza money. That pizza money is always there. So you don't have to borrow. The standard is not high, by the way.
Okay.
So I feel even using the word standard, people are like, isn't that a bit? No, it's just a normal way of living for your family.
So whether you become minister tomorrow, colleagues, the money has come.
Rice
You
and
just
peas,
continue
plus
rice and
rice
peas.
And pizza
plus
on
pizza
Friday.
plus chicken on
Because in
Sunday.
school we had basic needs were food, shelter, clothing. What else was there?
Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah, so like, but you see,
Yeah, those are the ones.
first
After that,
Your
you've
first
gone to
love.
the
Luxury.
next level.
after luxury, or you no, but that's the thing that for me I need to break. That, as in, where should we go to the street? Of course we have a house. Of course we are dressed up. We can't walk naked just because we don't have money.
Yeah.
That's already the world standard.
Yeah.
But there's a thing in our home. What do? If we say we go out, we do movies. So if it's a movie night, Manuela, we don't have to go to the cinema. If we can't pay for the 5 people. Go to, I think it's Fans, which everyone goes to, get the movie, put it on the TV, do the popcorn. We have had movie night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get, it's not, there's no money, guys, no movie night. Don't talk to me right now. Nobody talk about a movie.
Yeah. And I don't hear you. But
But then just pay your school fees.
Right?
You're there,
And
movie night,
that's
movie
the
night,
thing,
movie night.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Haven't I just paid your school fees? You just got new shoes.
We've just come from the supermarket and done your shopping.
Meanwhile, you're collaring them the new things, the basic now. Didn't I just pay rent?
But they're basics.
Like that's basic.
the
Obligations.
basics.
Those are
Exactly.
obligations.
Obligations. So you start getting annoyed because you paid fees. Who was going to pay the fees anyway?
You.
You're annoyed because you paid rent. Who was supposed to do that? But guess what? The other life, which Ugandans now call luxury, is the life you're going to give your children. Because I don't remember my mom saying, there's a thing we had at home, we'd go to the beach for Christmas every December. It did not matter whether there was money, whether there was no money. December was guaranteed. The routine was set, the need was there. We all knew, like there was no plot elsewhere. Even, look, we had a taxi guy who would take us. He also knew, guys, should I clear my schedule? We were like, you know what? There's no day. They said, don't come, guys, no clothes today, no sweets, no.
Yeah.
It was a standard. And for me, that helps you plan.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, now that you talk about a standard, it does make sense. Because I keep telling people that even if we went through like the hardest of times, there were certain things that for my mom were just like a given. We used to eat street chicken.
That's the one.
And by then it was like 500 shillings. So in her mind, she's like, I have 2K. Like basic.
Yeah.
What chiliko?
Four
people.
4 pieces.
Yeah, 4 pieces.
That is 2,000.
Yeah.
And everybody
Wonderful.
will eat chicken. On
Fantastic.
Sunday.
Fantastic.
Whether what or what.
Yeah.
We are eating
We will eat chicken. On Sunday evening. That one will eat
was
chicken.
guaranteed.
It was guaranteed. You
Exactly.
understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thanks for sharing that. So my aha moment came from the fact that, okay, so first of all, going through that poverty, I knew that there's money.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
with you.
But it was there. Like there were people who we used to go to say, hello, we are going back to school. Aunties who you go to visit before school.
they have the money.
So that, maybe they'll find out that you are walking. You walked there and they can give some 50K to your mom. Those things.
Yeah.
So we did all that. So I knew that there was money.
Yeah.
So I never had I knew that as long as you had a good job, or I knew that money, generating income was possible. I think my aha moment came when I understood how the wealthy stay wealthy for generations. That one always got me, because in this poverty cycle that we'd gone through now, please note that, yes, while we had gone through a hard time, it only started after my mom and my dad broke up. When she was with my dad, we had a lot of money. I mean, we used to eat like what? How many loaves of bread? 5 loaves of bread. And when no standard, just eating 5 loaves. Whether you eat it, whether you don't, you'd even forget it toasting. Because you put 10 slices as though you are going to eat all the 10 slices. Do you click? So we had come from a place of plenty. It's not that we didn't. So, but in my mind, I thought that's a cycle. You first have a lot of money.
Then you lose it.
Then you lose it.
Oh.
Then, so like and I would tell myself, I would be like, okay, so as a child, we've not had money. So when I grow up, I think then I'll have money.
the money.
Then when I go older, then the money will go. But then for my children, then there'll
It will
be the
come
money.
back.
So it will just continue
Wow.
like a cycle like this. So my aha moment was when I realized, I remember, I think, I can't remember who it was, but I was watching the news. There was a rich man's kid who had crashed a car, and the next day he had a car.
Yeah.
I'm like, but
Make it make
It's
sense.
not adding.
Does it make sense? How do they have money always? Like every time they have money.
Yeah.
And so I just went into this deep study on wealthy people.
Yeah.
And I realized that these guys, they live off interest.
Right.
Interest continues and continues for generations and generations and generations. Because that kid who had crashed the car was not working. He was an alcoholic. He was, what was it, a movie? I'm not too sure what it was. But I remember that I was like, how come they have money all the time? And I realized that their principle is so big in all their investments that now they live off interest. They can leave trusts for their children. They can leave. I was mind blown because that was the first time I said, oh,
You're not waiting for
so
education
no,
to pass.
I don't have to be poor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm older, my children don't have to be poor
Yeah.
later. No, because there is a formula.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, I think that was it. I was like, money has a formula,
Yeah.
which I had never ever thought. I just thought it's luck. And if God just send you some dust of gold your way,
Yeah.
if you pray hard enough,
If you fast.
fast hard enough. Meanwhile, the Bible says there will always be poor among you. So you're like, but no, Lord, I'm not among the poor.
Not me.
I'm not me.
it's
not
not
me,
you.
Lord. I will not be among the poor. Yeah. So, Barbara, your aha moment?
My aha moment came after cycles, but this time it was not my parents, it was me. You're working. So you have money, then you're broke. Then you have money, then you're broke. Then you have... and it was after a season of being broke that I was like, no, there must be a way to crack this thing. But how? So it was after one of those broke cycles. that I said, no, I need to find a way to crack this thing. I need to find out what is it. That I started to inquire, to read, to pray. I'm like, something, it can't, this can't be life. Yeah, it can't be, broke, loaded, broke, rich, no. And then I learned that before you have money in your hands, you have it in your head. But also, before we see money in the physical, it has happened in the spiritual. So many times, like say for instance, if somebody came here and gave each of us $1 million here, and came back after 6 months, some of us would have 0, some of us would have 2, but it's what's in our minds. The President Donald Trump has filed for bankruptcy how many times? Twice, and risen. So money is in his, because he says, me, I'm rich. So the bank account is on 0, I will still rise. Yes, so that was my aha moment. So I started to learn, what is it about my mindset that I need to change? What is it about money that I need to change? And what is it about money in the spiritual that I need to learn? Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I mean, a few weeks ago, you are being blasted on TikTok for a statement you made. Meanwhile, which you said your friend is the one who told you, but it was second hand yours, but that's fine, that's okay. But reading through those comments, I could see what you're talking about, mindset. I mean, because they bashed you, they were, all of that, but you could tell that it was because our mindset is in such a... Now, I've been bashed before for saying, as using a hypothetical figure. And I was trying to explain the theory I've just explained right now about wealth and the rich. And so I needed a hypothetical figure, like 12 million, if you saved 1 million every month.
Where are you going to find the 1 million?
To save, right? To save, chill to spend. To save.
No,
1 million.
to earn. Let's first earn it.
Let's first earn it before.
Right?
Yeah.
I was blasted because people could not fathom that you can reach a place in your life where you can save. Let me say it so that now you more me. You can save more than 1 million.
Yes.
A month.
Yes, a month. Easily. Wow. And it's just 20% of your income.
Right.
That more than 1
Or
million.
even less than 20%.
Or less than 20%. And you know what's also interesting is that I found that even people I knew who were able to save that money were complaining. You understand what I mean?
It's a
Because
whole mindset
again,
game.
it's a
It's a whole mindset.
It's a mindset game. And so because of that, I guess then the question is, where exactly is the issue? Some people have blamed it on the 9 to 5 jobs that, what do they call it? That imprison you. Some people blame it on their parents. But I want to speak.
That's fine.
They say after a certain age, you shouldn't be able. You shouldn't
Don't bring up your parents.
I mean, you're a parent now. Leave us.
Even before you become a parent.
Yeah.
There's a cutoff.
There's a limit.
Yeah. And some people blame it on the fact that, my parents, I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm not. So there's now this general debate between the 9 to 5 versus the entrepreneurship journey. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
You're
It's
a 9 to
huge.
5.
Yeah.
It's huge.
We are in the entrepreneurship journey.
You can also be both.
Oh, yeah, you can actually be
Yeah,
both.
Yeah.
Which do you think?
Right, drum roll.
For you to generate income.
This is how people get blasted on TikTok.
On TikTok. But you
This is
know,
exactly how we get to
So you
that
people
point.
romanticize entrepreneurship. You want to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
some of us are not entrepreneurs.
Yeah, but you're in debt secretly anyway.
Yeah, then the 9 to 5 will beat you up.
You know, the thing with money is how you make it work for you.
Yeah.
Blunt, but it's
Yeah.
about how you make money
What you
work
earn
for
work
you.
for you. Yeah.
Vis-a-vis just earning money.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a time I think there was a lot going around that you can never be rich. I don't know anybody who's been rich from
Because being in a 9 to
being
5.
employed, 9 to 5, and they've become rich. Show me a millionaire and what? There are people who are earning 30 million shillings, 35 million shillings. I know a guy who earns about 100 million shillings. Guys, which business in Kampala is
gives
going
you
to
100
pay you
million?
as a
100
CEO
million.
100 million?
It's not there. As a CEO in Uganda,
As the business
No.
owner?
as a business owner, salary
In our economy?
100 million.
No.
No,
So we're
if
assuming that all the local businesses in Uganda are only operating in Uganda. That's another issue, but that's
Oh,
a whole other
that's a
A
whole
whole
different
other,
thing.
yes.
Yes.
Whole other-
But no, that guy that earns 100
That's also
million.
another thing to do with
That's
mindset.
another-
Yes.
Yeah.
The lady that earns 35 million shillings, if she gets that, just removes enough for her to live on and invests that
The rest.
and starts to earn interest like the generational millionaires, she's made more money than many entrepreneurs in the city. So for me, it's really, what do you do with the money that you earn? An entrepreneur can earn money, profit, and invest it to get more and get rich.
Yeah.
So it's, what do you do with the money you earn?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Paula, you had started us.
So it's funny, I no longer relate the 9 to 5 or entrepreneurial path to money making. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle conversation.
Okay.
So I find that there are people who are averse to risk. They hate
Yes, they hate risk.
It's
Yeah.
true.
People who are averse to risk, not all, but most, like structure. And so an organization that has processes, you
Sounds
gave me a
safe.
title, there's a JD, there's a team, there are benefits.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
because
there's a limit, 9 to 5.
yeah, there's 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe if my boss is
After that.
maybe if my boss is good, I'll stay till 6
Yeah.
once in a while.
yeah. Don't get
Yes.
used to it.
Yeah, and so it's designed that way for risk-averse people who like structure. So also medical benefits, fuel. It's showing that when things fail and when things,
There's
even
a
if they
buffer.
continue to fail, there are all sorts of buffers. Yeah. So it suits that temperament and it suits that person of like, me, I can't work from home. I need to go. I need to go somewhere and do that thing of that place and come back to home and do the things of home. There's that kind of temperament. And then there's Manuela. Right?
Like she's her own thing.
Yeah, Manuela is making things up as she goes, very risk tolerant, very out there, has so many ideas, loves talking, can do anything. It's just how she is. In fact, the more risk the more she's convinced that life is exciting.
Yeah.
Also, the entrepreneurial person who Manuela embodies needs to be free.
Yeah.
So don't try to box
Put
them in with
structure,
too
yeah.
many whatever.
Yeah.
You will get resistance.
Come in, put your fingerprint at that door.
And tell us when and write
And you
this.
worked for 3 hours
You're gonna
instead
be
of 8.
surprised.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is the and you know, as soon as you tell an entrepreneur this is how we do things here, they're going to be, why can't we do it any other way? You know, it's just how they are.
Creativity.
Yeah. So both can make money, like Barbara was sharing, but I think it's an issue of lifestyle, temperament, also the season of life you're in. So new mothers and mothers in general realize that 9 to 5 thing, it's tough. Yeah, especially at the younger stages. Anything that allows me that freedom, then I'll be an entrepreneur. So I think it's less to do about income. Income is more to do with mindset, having a business mindset.
Yeah.
I was recently in a conversation with my pastor and another gentleman. They get young people who have been trained in any field and send them across Uganda and Kenya to do missionary work.
Oh.
And so they said, Paula, what would an entrepreneurship program for career missionaries look like?
They're called career
They're called
missionaries.
career missionaries.
Yeah, that makes
Single
sense.
people and with their partners go out to share the gospel in the most remote places. There's conflict, there's disease. And they're like, because we don't think a missionary who has gone to Lake Albert region where there are tsetse flies and there's a community suffering from ticks and all of that can go and, I don't know, sell crafts to who? Yeah, and I was like, it's a business mindset, like Barbara was talking about. They cannot sell anything in that environment, but they can go to the health center free and say, in exchange for seeing your parents on Tuesday, you can give me an office or lunch. So it's not money, it's not cash, but you have the mindset, or like in Gulu.
Solution mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In Gulu, in the northern parts of Uganda, they have that honey, which is like white. Have you seen it because of their flowers? Yeah. People just in the north think that's how honey is. Like they're like, this is just
And
a
it's
normal
so
honey.
sweet,
Yeah, and it's so sweet and so thick and almost has that white silvery texture. Someone needs to go there with a business mindset and say, can't we package it and put a story to it and sell it back to middle class Ugandans or out of the country, right? So it's more often that we're lacking the business mindset wherever, whether 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship. Yeah.
So I feel like that argument, the 9 to 5 versus entrepreneurship argument, comes from the fact that most 9 to 5s are in entrepreneurs' businesses, right?
Like somebody started your 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
But also, if all of us are entrepreneurs,
and
who's going to work?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And therefore, if you're earning so much from the 9 to 5, what is the entrepreneur who created your 9 to 5 earning? Like there must be something. But then the limitation though with that argument then is that not everyone is going to get rich being an entrepreneur then. Because like we just clearly said, how many as an entrepreneur will you get 100 million and all of that stuff? Because very few businesses make it to give people jobs as 9 to 5s. Like very few where then the person in the 9 to 5 can say, I became rich in your business and the money I have or the life I have, the generational wealth that I have came from me working in your business. You who is a boutique
Sometimes
owner.
you find the entrepreneur is the finance manager, is the office attendant, is the ops manager, is the salesperson.
Especially in the beginning.
So at what
that's how it
point,
starts.
right? At what point then are we
Yeah, exactly.
earning?
It's true.
Yeah.
And then there's a thing where you talk about, oh no, I saw the girl of Canva. She's a young girl, but she's now, I don't know how many people she's employing, and there are very few of those miracle entrepreneurs.
They're outliers.
Yes, they are outliers.
So sometimes you just don't know the story. You're seeing because if I've seen Manuel, I'm assuming, but you don't know the work that she has put into it. You're just seeing the before, after, and you don't care for what's gone into it. Yeah, there's that in between there that she's. I mean, Manuela's story, the thing I'd like to tell you is two things: ignorance and pride.
Yeah.
Because you want to just wake up and be in a white collar job. I know people want to apply and you say sales job. No. High level. You want to come in at high level. I mean, what level is that? Oh no, you don't have the experience.
Yeah.
You don't even have the humility
Yes.
to do the job. And I was in there's a financial session we did at church, and they're telling you, I think we're called elites. You feel like, but then the cleaner at work has built a house. They have, look, you're there in your bougie Range Rover.
The mandazis which you buy from them every morning.
Yes. There's a guy who used to sell pancakes. I'm like, here's a what? A mansion. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, do you see when you're standing at this, the other house, that's his house. I'm like, I was stressed because they have the humility to actually learn from us who are showing off. Then they apply.
Yeah.
They apply. You're trying so hard to maintain the lifestyle you've shown the world that you don't even have money to save, because now I have to buy the other shoe that I saw that is 200,000 off my 700K salary.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So whether 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship,
It's
you
what
can
you do
still
with the
get
money.
rich.
Yes.
Yeah, because you mentioned 20%.
Yeah.
I know some people will make noise. Barbara, say 35 million. Where is the 35? How much are you saving off your 600? How much are you saving off your
100, even your 100?
I keep telling my people that it doesn't matter how much you earn. If you have not built the saving mindset, you will not save. Because you're saying, I have 600,000. Now, how much does Manila want me to save? Through. I can't even live within my means. So, should we give you 10 million? Do you think that you will be able to save 5? You won't. Because in your mind, you're going to be excited. Ignorance. Now the money is there. You want to show everybody that you have arrived. Then suddenly you have not arrived.
Yeah.
Because, first we'll be waiting for your downfall. The memes are ready. They are there.
The designers are ready.
They'll be like they're there from grace to grace. Yeah. We will show you. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, if you died now, what are we going to say? Yeah. What are we giving? People like to have boys, for inheritance. What are they inheriting? What do you have?
The good thing is we're going to have all these conversations.
What are they fighting for? You guys, I will think it's a thing of pride and ignorance. What you don't know, how are you going to get rich?
Yeah.
First of all, the people you're hanging with, they told us you're the average. You are the average of the 5 people you hang with.
Yeah.
Your 5 closest friends.
I've done that assignment so many times. I'm like,
change.
Switch it up.
Because you see, it's very easy for you to sit there and throw a pity party. Either us, we cannot, we shall not, we will not. You will not, I promise you. But if all of you push each other and say, Manuela, did you save? I saw you getting 50K. How much did you save? You'd be like, Manuela,
before you even go to save, how much did you make?
Let's earn.
Yeah, can you first earn the money?
Yeah, I started with the 8 to 5, you're already there. Because most people like to play it safe. I'm already there, whether I work or not, I'm going to get the paycheck. So what are you doing with it? Yeah. Because if that mindset hasn't changed, you're not going to start a business. Yeah. You're lying.
But you know what is interesting? I find that there are times I tell people that do 9 to 5s that they're also entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They just don't know
that
they are entrepreneurs. Because they have a certain skill. They've sold themselves for that skill, and they're being paid for that skill.
Right? Yes.
That means it's just that unlike other people who have many,
the risk is not on you.
And the risk and all of that. The truth is, for you, you are an entrepreneur with one client.
Your boss.
Your boss. Your organization. That's your only one. That's your only client. Or that you have in your business, the business of your skill, the business of your talent, the business of your intellect. They are your only client. So ideally, you're also an entrepreneur.
I will say
and you can actually make profit, right?
I will say
you should be able to make profit.
I guess the profit
you should be having a financial
the savings.
The savings is the profit.
Okay. You should be having financial statements to say, but how did I do with this money? You can't be in a place where you just feel like they just give me money. And that's a problem with 9 to 5s. In their mind, they gave me money. No.
You earned it.
You earned that money. You did, and it should be having, it should have work. You know, I think it's Pastor B3 who was sharing about how most people, because of where they are 9 to 5, they've just become conduits. Yeah, they get money. Have you heard it before?
No.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah, they become conduits. So you've give me salary. You've given me the salary. When I've got the salary, and now the landlord, I give money to the landlord.
The supermarket.
Then the next money I buy shoes,
salon.
Salon.
Salon is not yet there. We're still at that.
Food. Remember, some people will start from the salon, dear. Did you see Manela's hairstyle? That dining table, the Instagram account, the earrings. What are you?
A
Conduit.
You're just sending money
From
one
place
place
to
another. On top of that, you even reach a place where you're like, Banange Paula. You get money from Paula to conduit it.
So now you're in negatives.
Dear, negatives as a conduit. At least if you are in negatives and it was for you, it was serving you. No, you are conduit. You are in negatives as a conduit.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so we
hilarious.
all
I
agree
know, right?
that money is important, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That we
Yeah.
all, well, even the Bible tells us, money
Answereth
all things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how you choose to make it depends on so many things. Your lifestyle, your season, so many things.
So many things.
Yeah, so many
Season.
things.
So now that people
Yeah.
know that
season of life. Yes, it depends.
What are the biggest misconceptions about making money that people have?
That I have to
need
have
a
a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Start
to
your
start.
business.
Yeah.
That's a huge
Oh, I just
one.
need to have a lot of it.
That's a huge one.
Or I will only start making a lot of money when I've become a manager.
Yeah.
That's for the 9 to 5 years.
Yeah.
That's only then will I start to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Paula mentioned bonuses. When I get that bonus, the one that's supposed to come, I will invest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of when I.
Yeah.
When I get it,
Or
I'll
if
start
I-
the business. When I get money.
Yes. When
I'll
I get
do what
more
I really
money,
want
I'm
to do.
expecting.
Manuela, you don't need to push me. I know. It's just that I don't have money.
Yeah.
Because when I get it,
Yeah.
I'll start
I
that
will
shop I've
Yeah.
been telling you people about for 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I get
That's
it,
so when I get
will
money.
get it.
When I get
I know
money.
you people know I love traveling. I meant to travel. Even across the country. When I get it.
When I get money. But there's also the misconception of let me get all my ducks in a row
And then.
and then I start.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis, let me start.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's the ducks will align.
Yeah.
As I'm moving, they'll
figure
come
it
behind me.
They realize I'm moving.
They're moving, yes. So
There's
that whole
there's that
thing
thing
gets
I've
people.
heard for as if money is for some people.
Yeah.
Like there are those families, like money stops there.
Yeah.
So for us, we're here. We can only do our best.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's such a thing in Uganda. They're like, but
Yes.
you guys have money.
Yes.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
You just saw
Nobody's
my
gonna
earrings. I'm
know.
like, but you guys look like you have
Yeah.
money. Really? So
Yeah.
you've already removed
Yourself from the equation.
that group.
Wow. There's also people who believe that there are people who have money and those who don't. So we're like, Manange, those guys have the money. So for us, we have the struggle. I think I don't know what these other guys.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a joke, but people
Yeah.
take it seriously. Truly must struggle. So suddenly your whole mindset is in the people who have money will give us money. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. There's this misconception. I don't know. You need to know someone. You need to know.
That's too much though.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to
Too
know.
much.
You need to know people for you to make money.
Yeah.
It is true, but not entirely true.
Yeah,
because
to
luck
an
and
extent.
chance fall on all. The same way rain falls. If you're not ready,
If you're not there, it
if
won't
you're not
fall on
there,
you.
it won't fall
Yeah.
on you. Period. That's just the way it works. So it just so happens that for those who if they have the money or they know people. There was a time when they didn't know anybody. There was a time behind the one who knew, who didn't know, who didn't know, who didn't know, who didn't know, who didn't know.
Right.
And now they have the money. So I think that's a huge
It's a huge
misconception.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's a huge one.
I'm just happy, chill me. Money is a real thing.
No, money it really
Yeah.
is a real thing.
Yes.
But there is such a thing as cold calling. There's such a thing as internet and social media where people who don't know you actually want your product. Yeah.
And your skill.
And your skill, and you have it, and you just need to be able to communicate it right, and the people will come. They will start to know you. I've seen that thing a lot where people come and say, now I need you to help me to find my thingy a job, and I'm like, let me tell you this story. Actually, it's my nephew, no, my cousin. He came to find me. I was at Watoto, used to work with Watoto. he came, he's like, no, now you see, I want a job, what, and you know, you're my cousin. I told him no. When I got this job, I was volunteering with a children's ministry. I wrote the first cantata of the voluntarily. I produced the cantata, and they said, but this girl, we didn't even know we needed her.
Yeah.
Now let's create a job for her. And I
Create.
told him the same way
Wow.
I entered
It's the same.
this job. You're going to enter that room, you're going to go for services 4 times. After that, find out where their need is and how you can create it. Right now, he's on tour. I'm just like, and he doesn't say my sister. No, people don't even know that we are even
we also
related.
forget.
No,
Yeah.
but because he went and did it on his own. I wasn't accountable to him. He wasn't. Yes, does that make me mean whatever? But you see, he's so much better.
Yeah.
Because he knows he got this job on his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we all acknowledge that money is useful.
It's
we
true.
need it. We want it.
Yeah.
It is.
So how do we make the money?
You're making it. It sounds
Identify
like there's a machine.
a problem, like you told your cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Provide a
The
solution.
solution. Wow.
You will be paid for it.
I think so. I think that's the
It's
simplest
as
model.
basic as that.
Solve
Very
problems.
basic.
Solve problems. Because I
Solve
believe for
problems.
every... I used to watch a show called Shark Tank.
Oh, I love it.
Shark Tank, you're meeting really wealthy people who... I think it almost looks like they're looking for where to put their money. So you come and present your idea. If you do well, they're going to invest. But the thing I learned that even the people they don't take on do well.
Yes.
Because now your idea is out there.
Right.
People know it. But then we will never know if you also don't take the step to be on the show.
Yes.
So they come and usually they would feature like people who were not taken on, and they're doing so well.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that Barbara said, and it hit me that if I'm not solving any problem,
Yeah.
what am I
What are
expecting?
you expecting? Yeah. And the truth is, even a 9-to-5 job, you are solving a
Yes,
problem
you are.
because they need an administrator to do the administrative work, and so they get you. So you do you say that entrepreneur? You're all entrepreneurs. Anyway, I feel like for me one of the best examples of problem solving, and I beg you, friends who are watching, download Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon is the biggest, for me,
Yeah.
it is the biggest indicator of what it looks like to solve problems.
Yeah.
The other day,
yeah.
instead of scrolling social media, sometimes I just scroll Amazon.
Yeah.
And I just put like letter A, and then it gives me like that auto completion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's see what that is.
Yeah.
Friends, the Chinese
Yeah.
are on, I don't know, they are on steroids. So the other day I was watching, I was scrolling through Amazon, and there is this company that has come up with, you know, when you're walking and you get tired, yeah, you can sit invisible chairs.
Invisible?
Chairs.
How are they invisible?
I'm like, but why?
Why are they invisible? Wait, what? Can we see them?
Why?
Why are they?
I will put it on
I
here.
have so many
Like,
questions.
why? Because how many times indeed do you go to a place or hospital?
Yeah.
You have children, but you cannot sit because you're tired. You just whoever is looking at you just sees space.
You look really silly.
You look really silly,
Yeah.
but you're seated. Guys, Amazon has so many things you can look and say, I now fully understand what it means to solve a problem.
I love that.
And then on top of that, there are people who say, oh, there are all these wonderful products. But one problem I realized is that not everybody knows about these products.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
already
going to
an
become,
income
thank
stream.
you very
Yeah.
much, I'm going to become an affiliate
Yeah.
for Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do? I go into social media, I say, guys, do you know this thing? Even if
The
you
invisible
get
chair?
tired, the invisible chair,
Yeah.
You go sitting
Yeah.
everywhere.
The chair.
you show them how they sit on social media.
Chair.
Is the chair yours?
No.
Is Amazon yours?
No.
Then you tell people, you can buy it. It's on Amazon.
Link.
The
Find the link
with
in
the
my
bio.
bio.
What you don't know is that when you use that link, they get a percentage.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
You understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
really, honestly, and I don't know how many times we've had it, if you want to make money, solve a
Problem.
Yeah, of course there are levels to solving
Please
problems.
tell us.
There are there are levels to solving problems. There's a mindset to problem solving as well.
Okay.
And so one of the things we have come to see in the workplace and even entrepreneurship, so the entire workforce, 9 to 5 people, entrepreneurship people, is solving problems is a skill. The more you solve, the more money you make. The quicker you solve, the more money you make. Different environments reward you differently.
Yeah.
Solving a problem in Kampala is different from solving a problem in Nairobi, which is different from Copenhagen, right?
Yeah.
So that there are also those levels.
Yeah.
So the environments, who you're solving it for, the need. And so as much as there's solving problems at the baseline, we also want to encourage people to be rapid problem solvers. And to be a rapid problem solver, you have to care.
Right.
And that issue of caring and money, they fight. They fight. Because someone is like, me, I'm here for my 9 to 5. I'm already giving you people.
Heaven is the goal.
My time.
My time, right? I'm here to solve a set number of your problems from which I cannot go beyond. And you have agreed in writing, when I humbly applied, in writing, to give me this set amount of money. Not a penny more, not a penny less. Some would argue that that's not a problem solver. They haven't adopted a problem-solving mindset, that is to infinity. Right? A lot of people are like, I'll solve this amount of problems. I had the privilege yesterday of meeting, I think it's a good example of problem solving, of meeting Hilda Mora. She's in her late 30s and was the first, not just woman, not just Kenya, but the first person in Kenya owning a fintech to exit for 100 million Kenya shillings. That is $1.7 million, my friends. And it's because if you hear her story, she's a rapid, excessive, obsessive problem solver.
Tell us about that. Like, what do you mean?
So she graduated Strathmore with a first class, and then, they put you in an internship. So she went to work for Coke. And her mindset wasn't that I've reached Coke, Coke should lock in my job and give me a contract like most people. Her mindset was like, I'm not going to be here, so I should use this time to understand everything I can about Coke. And when I leave, I've laid the foundation for Coke because I'm already not going to start here. I'm not going to stay here. So she goes in, she did IT. They say, you're going to work in the software engineering department. She's like, it seems that Coke will have more problems at its distribution point. So the Coke is okay, we put it in a bottle, it advertises really well, but it's at distribution where I want to go to the distributors. I want to see how Coke is sold. I want to see how the distributors sell to the retailers. They were like, that's not your job. She's like, but I want to go there. So if I do my job, will you also let me go there? So they said, yeah, you can take field visits. Went for the field visits and said, there really is a problem with distribution between retailing. Can I start to collect data? No one is collecting data here. She was like, okay. They were like, as long as you do your job, you can do the field visits and collect data. So she's doing 3 jobs in one. I don't know many people that are volunteering to do 2 jobs
in their
one.
No, to do their one job.
The one in one.
Yes.
Continues collecting data for Coke, continues with field visits, adds herself a 4th job. I will not just collect the data, I will analyze the data to help Coke make better decisions about its distributors in the zone of Nairobi where she was in, and then the retailers they sell to, and then Coke starts making money. Lo and behold, her boss says, after a while, I'm leaving this place, and I can't think of anyone
Who can take this
who
job?
cares about distribution of Coke products the way you do. She was 23. She was like, as her boss was the head of distribution and innovation for Coca-Cola. She was like, thank you, madam, thank you for all what you've done for me, but genuinely, I don't think I'm the person. She's like, well, they can take you or they don't take you, but me, I'm in front of your name. That's all, you're the only one I have. She becomes at 24 the head of distribution and innovation for Coca-Cola. Guess how long she stayed at Coca-Cola? 1 year.
Rapid.
One. As soon as she said it, I burst out laughing. As in, Coke couldn't contain the opportunities, the things she wanted to solve. Anyway, Kenya starts its first innovation hub, Nairobi actually, because now there are so many, many more than in Uganda, called iHub. And she was like, this space, I've laid the foundation, but I just, as in you problem solve until there are no more problems for you to solve. Now spaces start to become small for you. That is a sign that you're a problem solver. If the spaces you're in, there's not much more to do. The conversations you're having are on the balcony. People are like, what are you talking about?
Let's just do what we came to do.
Yeah.
When you start to become the space is small. It means
Too much.
You've rapidly thought, solved, and implemented. You're now a ruthless executor of solutions. Anyway, tells her boss, of course, they are sad for her to leave. They're like, this intern came, helped her, structured these things. She even knows IT. Goes to iHub, and she's like, who can I solve problems for? I know retail, now through Coke. I know IT. She was like, maybe I solve for Mama Mboga. Mama Mboga is like our kiosks, a woman selling tomatoes by the side of the road. That's Mama Mboga. She was like, how about we create these retail shops that are online for Mama Mboga to transact, to get money. This is 2008. No financial services, no mobile money, no Jumia, Gigi, Glovo. I mean, her thinking, because problem solving and creating solutions gives you clarity. And for those who are believers, God will work with the heart and keep on sending you forward of the one who wants to give, the one who wants to care and give.
The one who loves.
Yeah, exactly. The one who's loving, the one who's like, there's
You love the
more.
Mama Mboga
Mama
so
Mboga.
much
I mean, you're 20,
that you want to solve this problem for her.
you're 24. I mean, really, people are like, and there's a lot of conversation, by the way, these days of like, you can only give from a full cup. Guys, me have given from an
At what
empty
point
cup
does
for
it
a
get
long time.
full?
I've trained 40 people one-on-one over 2 months. Empty. There was nothing. Yet they started and they did things. So I don't even know that that's a biblical foundation.
No, it's
of
not a
giving.
biblical. It's not
Right?
a
You
biblical.
can't give from an empty cup.
It's not a
like
biblical
the cup is always
principle.
empty, but that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, she solves for Mama Mboga, goes to pitch. The first pitch, investors come. You know how hubs are, like the ones we have here, Innovation goes to pitch. And then says, by the way, I don't even know who pitches like this. I saw her yesterday. I was like, we are just service, madam. She was like, by the way, whether you people give me the money or not, who pitches like that? You're supposed to say, this solution, whether you people give me the money or not, I am going to continue solving until this technology works for Mama Mboga. So she didn't win the competition. I guess the judges were like, okay.
We won't give it to you anyway.
Which is common, yeah? Some guy just walks up to her, says, I don't know you don't know me. Here is 50K. 50,000 US dollars.
Okay.
You make
Said
that thing work. She had already set it up. Left Coke to be in a hub with young people typing things. Here is 50K. She used that 50K in 3 years to get to the exit of $1.7 million.
So she's just 27.
Yeah. Now she has started multiple startups, has a company called Pezesha. It's in Uganda. She's the head of E-Trade Women. She's doing policy for AI, for entrepreneurship at the UN. They are still getting her to solve at this level, solve at that level, solve at this level. Our meeting was supposed to be on Thursday. She said we are going to meet on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we didn't have a time. We were on standby. As in, just to show you, as in being in her presence, the way how she thinks. I'm like, wow. Wait, as in, wow. Because of one thing, she has made it her job to solve everywhere and anyhow and at every level. She can. And now when you do that, people start calling you to solve their problems. Opportunities are unlimited. That's why a 9 to 5 can never create the opportunities that entrepreneurship can. Will every entrepreneur become a millionaire? Probably not. But the freedom, the space to rapidly solve and rapidly think and try all the things is unmatched in entrepreneurship. So, and then you get stories like Hilda Mora, Yeah, just a Kenyan girl.
Young little girl who's solving
Yeah.
problems. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that is very difficult for most people is to start.
Yeah.
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 Just to end this show, how can people start? Papa.
Start where you are. The most important thing is to have the idea. When you have the idea, look for what next. Yes. If it's a product, how do I take it to production? If it's a service, what skill do I need to move it? But it's one step at a time. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
Start.
Do.
Just start.
start.
Just start. Leave the prayer mountain alone. Leave your pastor alone.
Stop waiting for the rich man.
Stop waiting for the rich man's money.
Fasting.
Start eating. Stop. Leave fasting alone. Leave your rich neighbors alone and talking about them and you're annoyed with them and all of those things. Stop feeling
waiting for the
sorry for
capital.
yourself.
Yes.
Stop waiting
out.
for the capital to come. Stop waiting for the money to come.
Yeah.
Just start.
Start.
You want to start a boutique? Go down to Owino.
Buy
Get the
the
first 2 dresses. Don't
Yeah.
think of the big. No, go and get the
Just
first 2
think of
dresses.
Woolworths.
Oh,
Wow.
Woolworths. No, just go because your dream can be for Woolworths, but
Yeah.
your hand and your capabilities for now.
Yes, for now.
What more can I say except see you next week? I hope you can share this, like, comment, subscribe, all of those beautiful things. But don't make money alone now that you've learned. Share with other people. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.